Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about this heated blanket. It's pretty new. It's on Kickstarter and it's got some pretty interesting technology with it. So without further ado, let's get into it. First thing I want to say is this actually comes in a really nice box setup. I know it seems small, but right now it's Christmas time and it's a perfect time of year to, if you're looking to buy something for somebody, this might be something you're looking at. This is actually packaged in this vacuum sealed bag, which is small, detailed, but it's a nice detail because when you're done with this, if you're only going to use it in the winter, you can reuse that bag and store it back up. Doesn't take up a lot of space, and you know it'll be fresh for next year. You also get your charging cable and you get this remote. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this nanotube technology. You can see it right here in their photo, but you can look it up online. But it comes in this little filament almost that goes with this fabric. And what's nice about it is it's infrared. And because it's a nanotube technology, it's not that wire that goes through that heats up. And what this produces is an even heat. You don't have hot spots and cold spots. And it also feels more like an actual blanket with just a filament on the inside versus that wire that you're going to feel. And that's ultimately what drew me to this product, was it might actually feel like a blanket. And I got to say, the outside of this thing, right off the bat, is a really comfortable, nice fabric on the outside. I really like this. And somehow this is flame resistant too. So I'm pretty excited about that. You might be able to use this by the fire on a cold winter trip. And then on the inside, you don't have that wire that I was talking about. You have that filament instead. So I'm excited to see just how comfortable this blanket is by itself, even without the heating element on. Another thing I noticed was the power. So this is an AC power adapter. One of my gripes with this product would be, instead of having just the AC adapter, I would like to see a true 24 volt DC connection. Especially for those people who are running off of battery, because you get a lot of loss when you're doing that AC conversion and you got that inverter going. So I'd like to see that maybe on the next iteration of this. The other thing is this Jartoo remote. So this is actually a really nice remote, and it actually has USB-C on it. And I like that because you don't have to worry about keeping batteries around, and any of my chargers will work with this. So I really like that. I honestly don't know how much I'll use this, because this actually has like a little button down here. Let me find it right here. And what you do is you have this zipper, right? You undo the zipper, this hooks up to this, boom, you're running. And on this side, you can press this button and it will turn blue all the way up to, orange, and then finally red to tell you how hot it is. And each setting, it increases how hot this blanket's going to get. Now, one of my gripes with that as well is that they put the connection right next to it. I think that might be because of the electrical technology needed for this button to work, but it would be awesome if they had found some way to sneak this on the other end and kept this maybe closer to where my head would be, because right now I have to choose between having this close to my head where I can change it, or putting it towards my feet where I have this connection going towards the outlet. So that would be one thing that I could see them maybe changing. I don't see myself needing this if this was next to my head. And to be honest, anytime you can simplify a product, I think it goes a long way. Another thing that I noticed that was pretty cool is they actually have these snaps here, and these snaps allow you to wear this as a poncho. So you marry this on the other side, snap the two ends together, and you can kind of put that over almost like a shawl would be. The only thing that I can say though is in order for that to work, this product had to be a little bit shorter. This is only 60 by 50. So it's 60 inches wide, which is about what you want for the width, but the length at only 50 inches is a little bit short for the average person. I think for me personally, it'll probably be about big enough for me because I'm a little bit shorter of a person. But I could see somebody pushing 6 foot, 6'2", wanting to have a little bit more real estate on there. So that's kind of the overview of the product. Let's actually go test this out. I'm going to hook this up to my Blue Eddy in my living room and just test it out. I want to see how fast it heats up and how much power this draws, and then just see kind of how comfortable this is. Does it actually have that even heat? I'm interested to see how it performs. Let's go. All right, guys. So let's test this thing out. I got this plugged into the Blue Eddy right now. I'm going to turn the AC on because this will only work with AC and not just DC. And then press our Jartoo button. And I've got it all the way up on high. We've got this running and it is pulling 76 watts right now. So I'm going to let this run, heat up. I'll tell you how long it takes for it to heat up to really feel warm, and then we'll see, maybe that 76 watts will come down depending on how long it's on once it's warmed up. I'll check back in a sec. All right, so I've had this thing running now for a couple minutes, and I can tell you it warmed up pretty quick. Not quite that 1 minute that they claim, but maybe more 2-3 minutes. I guess you could say it started to warm up at that 1 minute mark, but it's still heating up even right now, getting more and more warm. I have it on its highest setting, so I could test it. What's really nice is with these electric blankets, if you're going to use it for camping and you carry one of these Blue Eddies or any of these other solar generators, they have fans in there. And what I noticed is this is actually not turning that fan on at all. So it's sucking 75 watts to get it going, but no fan, no overdriving it. So that's really nice. All right, this has been running for a little while now, and it's pretty warm. So I'm actually gonna change the settings from red all the way down to blue. 0 watts. So it's completely off right now. So we must have hit the temperature we wanted. Let's see what happens if we change to green. Oh, here we go. So purple. So this is pretty nice. This is drawing half the wattage. That's actually really good. That means it will slow down on how much. So it's going to draw 75 watts at full capacity. It looks like it goes to 40 watts when it's mostly heated up and trying to stay warm. And then 0 watts when it's not drawing anything at all. Oh, there we go. Went up another and another and another. So yeah, 75 watts. Okay. All right, guys. So that's kind of the initial impressions of this thing. It's a nice blanket. It feels great. I enjoy it so far. Time will tell longevity-wise, but the pros right now for this thing is just how comfortable of a blanket it is. It feels like a normal blanket. It doesn't have that wiry mesh feel in there. This nanotube technology is nice. That infrared really does feel good. The heat isn't too hot. You can kind of dial it down, blast it up high if you're real cold. It doesn't seem to draw too much power. 75 watts is not bad to heat up, and 45 watts is great if it's already warmed up and it's just trying to stay warm. So yeah, I like it. My Blue Eddy doesn't turn on the fan or anything like that. So if you're going to use it out camping, I think this is a winner. I think it's nice. You can wash it as much as you want, and it doesn't have any instructions where you can't bend it or fold it. It seems to be pretty robust. Again, we won't know longevity wise until I've had it for a lot longer, but for right now, as a initial impressions, pretty nice. If you want to check it out, more details, hit the link below. You can also sign up to order it there. I think it's on a Kickstarter right now still, so I don't know how much longer that's running, but it's worthwhile looking out for. So anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.